Paris Saint-Germain dominated Real Madrid, winning 4-0, and that score is generous to Real Madrid. Honestly, it seems Paris Saint-Germain eased up in the second half. They didn't go for more, and the match more or less slowed down. The carnage, it could have been for Real Madrid, and this is an absolutely disgraceful way for Real Madrid to go out. Despite Paris Saint-Germain's European champion status, losing 4-0 and exiting the World Cup is disgraceful. Vinicius and Bellingham have underperformed along with most of Real Madrid's key players. The fourth goal, almost like a futsal shot, is a joke of a goal. And I ask myself a question, and it's about whether everything Xavi Alonso had gained in these 5 Club World Cup matches, he lost it all today. Can you lose everything in one match that you had gained in the previous 5? Is it possible, huh? We'll see how things unfold. A little bit for you, Paris Saint-Germain, right?
Yes, someone was surprised when I said that. We just watched the match.
Send the invoice. Listen, include the invoice with the tax identification, the address, and everything. No.
No, it's just that, look, I don't think I was saying anything silly, but maybe someone thought it was silly. Well, whatever. 4-0.
But who? Name and surname? Was it you specifically? For example, you. Yes.
You Santi Canizares. Yes, you Santi.
Come on, Canete. Until today, things were fine, but today was disastrous. It seemed like one of Ancelotti's worst days, but I'm not saying this as a criticism of Ancelotti. All the problems have resurfaced. It was a team that didn't know how to press. Physically, they couldn't keep up, and tactically, they were poorly positioned. The education on the field, the 4-3,
I remember.
Madrid has had some really bad days this season when nobody performed well. Vinicius and Mbappe were off their game. Vinicius in particular played poorly. You emphasized that for Sevilla, it shouldn't be the last match of the previous season. Would I swear it was Florentino? In his statements to DAZN on the first day, he said that for Madrid, this was the first match of the next season.
Yes, correct, he said it. Florentino, the season starts now because Xavi Alonso is already here. It's a new tournament. What will they say now? Let's see what they'll say, right?
Are we starting a new year? I think he said it was Florentino Perez's phrase. Yes, I've heard it. We're starting a new year with a lot of excitement, a new season.
Besides the issue with the center backs, it was terrible. Of course, if you give away a goal to Lille or Pachuca, you have time to recover. But if you give 2 to the European champion, they'll score 4 on you. Xabi Alonso was guilty of what Lama said he was. Not being interventionist, as we all saw today. I think he made very few changes, but, well, there will be time to explain.
Well, Lama and everyone. You all said he was interventionist. Yes, and for good, not for bad.
Today, in the little reflection, he only moved Gonzalo slightly to the right. But a 4-4-2 formation. No. Madrid couldn't get to any Paris Saint-Germain player. They could have the ball as long as they wanted. And after the World Cup, 2 big questions remain. Is it a headline or a whole show? And does Ceballos and Rodrigo bother you? No, it doesn't.
It doesn't bother me.
Oh, I said a headline, and I say...
That it's going to be a whole show. Mother.
Damn, how are they performing in the major game? How are they doing in the cup? Hey, good atmosphere and work environment, huh? Good atmosphere today between Monica and Cañete and now Manolo with Paco. Wow, huh? Careful, things are heating up, huh? How's this going? How is this going? Can someone explain it to me, please? No?
Dude, okay, well, man, he made a headline. Let's keep the party peaceful, huh? Today I'm going with...
I'm saving Xavi Alonso from tonight's events. Now I have 2 questions. Was Real Madrid's problem the coach or the players?
This could be Manolo Lama's harshest criticism ever. It's the biggest one. So, is the problem that the players just don't care about what's happening right now? In the end, with the little time Xavi Alonso has had, it's difficult, huh? I recently admitted that I laughed when Madrid lost, as I'm a Barca fan and always want them to lose. But I also came to understand, hey, you have to give him a little time, really too.
Vinicius, who they said Gonzalez Alonso was going to press like last season, has he done the same? Yes.
We've seen Bellingham, the man runs up and down, but he's been unlucky.
We've seen center backs making mistakes, which seems incomprehensible in a big team like Madrid. We've seen a team like Madrid offensively take their first shot on target in the 87th minute. We've seen 5 Madrid players, Vinicius, Gonzalo, Mbappe, Arda, and Bellingham. And I think between the 5 of them, they've recovered maybe half a ball, if that. I mean, it's impossible to recover possession with 5 guys like that. And it seems clear that Madrid, even playing horribly, can still beat Pachuca, Hals, Cacaolat, Cleseferol, and whoever else they want. But when Madrid faces teams from their own league, they still aren't ready. I reiterate, I don't believe today's events are... What? Lengthy? The headlines were incomplete, but yours...
Warning, they're attacking everywhere. It's a night of violence with deadly weapons. Stay safe.
Mine is from Agencia F, which has a headline, a subheadline, and then a summary. I don't have to say anything else anymore.
We should also mention that Madrid.
But is this a headline? Is this a headline or an answer? I mean, come on, can you listen to me? Headline? Come on, Monica Marchante, besides Cañizares.
It's worth noting that Xabi Alonso had 2 brief stints with Real Madrid. I think he's been at Madrid for 3 weeks against Luis Enrique's Paris Saint-Germain, who's been at Paris Saint-Germain for 2 years.
Judging Paris Saint-Germain early in Luis Enrique's tenure would have led to different conclusions than now.
Oh, what a shot.
Now throws away all the good things Xavi has done.
Alonso? No, one thing. It's not about throwing away everything he's done. Xavi Alonso. It's about discussing the decisions he made today. Xavi Alonso. Yeah, but, well, he made decisions based on what he has today. Xavi Alonso. You can't be... We're too categorical. If Xavi Alonso makes a mistake against Paris Saint-Germain, it doesn't mean he should be fired or won't be a good coach at Real Madrid.
Typically Alonso's approach. When in the 8th minute, there are 2 mistakes by the defense, and that the opponent goes 2-0 up. And we forget that already. In the 1st minute, they get through twice, and Courtois saves us. And by the 30th minute, it's going to be 3-0. I think that analyzing today whether Alonso got it right or not with his tactical approach would be extremely unfair. But obviously, when it comes to sharing responsibility, Alonso has a lot of responsibility today. Well, the one who put these players on is him. The one who made the lineup is him. And he. We criticized Ancelotti for the same approach that you yourself have mentioned. Can we say that tactically today maybe
Alonso hasn't done well?
Well, then...
For me, the headline is a disaster. If you want me to elaborate, I will. Second headline. Today, Real Madrid fans and I would sell 3/4 of the squad, if not the whole squad, after seeing...
We've seen in the match last year in some games.
As well, and in others not, because I thought it was a practical approach problem from the coach.
What Asensio and Rudiger had messed up still had a way to try to be corrected in 80-something minutes to keep it together. The first half, I insist, was pathetic from Real Madrid. There's a significant gap with Paris Saint-Germain. We thought it had shrunk, and fortunately it has. If this match occurred 6 weeks ago, the outcome might have differed. But of course, today's Madrid was almost worse than the Madrid from a month and a half ago. No, absolutely.
Many people are telling me that with Xavi Alonso, we're starting to see some improvement and signs of progress. But what signs of progress? Madrid is clueless. They don't know whether to press or not. And if Xavi Alonso's idea and philosophy is for them to press, just look at Vinicius's game, look at Mbappe's game. They simply don't want to press, guys. It's not that they have to, they just don't want to. You can see it in countless videos. They never press well, if at all. This year will be very entertaining.